Hello everyone. I hope you guys are having a really good day, making some really good trades as per usual. Let's dive into some analysis. Why don't we take a look at the GameStop chart today? Actually, last couple of days been a rough day, huh, for the people who bought at the wrong time. Now we're starting to see a nice little pullback here. We actually have a actually potentially clear three-wave move down if we can get another drop tomorrow into 27.89. And obviously, I mean, you could extend this down to 25.64. That's really where, you should probably stop out. But you got a nice little dip buy coming here. Now, I did have another one on the smaller time frame. So I had this labeled this way for a potential dip buy in a 4 here, which we did get a nice little reaction initially. But then, the selling really took over. And you can see when we broke down here, that was your indication that we're going to go lower. And you even came back up and retested the box as resistance. So this was invalidated, right? And I even left it there to show you guys that not all the dip buy areas will be held up. Sometimes more pain is required, and we need to dip in lower. So to me, the chart looks like. Can I move the A? There we go. To me, it looks like the 3 was done, right? 3, 4, and we got a 5th wave. Little high, right? We made another little high here, which at least confirmed that we're gonna get another swing higher. Now you can make the case, if you're super uber bearish, that the top is in, right? The top is in, and we're not gonna go any higher than that. There's gonna be those people. Now I remain bullish, right? Until we really start to break down lower, right? If we take out like 25.60, then yeah, this is where markets maybe are crashing, right? And you're gonna see GameStop head back down into the dip buy area, and I can actually calculate, like, if this turns out that this was an A, B, with a 1, 2, 3 swing move, which we'll take a look at the target to see if it is going to do that. But if the 2 wants to go here, and this ends up being a massive A, B, C, then the target would be like 17.33, which I really don't think that would be the case. But I could be wrong, and maybe GameStop decides to crash, right? So we don't know what the future holds for us, so let's just kind of stay level-headed here and not freak out and panic. I know it's been 2 rough days of trading for GameStop, but we've seen these dips before and they've recovered, right? And sometimes they extend into bigger drawdowns. But for now, I would say that we'll take a look at the momentum waves, and the money flow is still bullish. You got big green money flow here still. Yes, you did get a red dot today. You need pullbacks, right, along the way up. There you go. Still got green money flow. You got a red dot. 1 hour time frame. Okay, 1 hour time frame. Actually, momentum wave is rounding off. You have a potential green dot or dip buy area, about the signal here. And I wouldn't be surprised if you get one of these that come out with like some sort of manipulation, and you get pushed down into the box, and then you get a reversal right away. Right, and this is where I would, add even more, GameStop. This is where I would buy some more. Right, kind of where I I said I would buy more, and then it took off. I would buy more again. So I think if this is the setup, then you have either complete the first wave 3, and this is going to be a 4. But to be honest, just looking at it, I would have to say that either it's a flat, which is the lower probability setup, or this is another 1, 2. Because it's a hard pullback right now. A little bit too much for it to be a 4. So it could be in a super bullish pattern, right? Now, GameStop is trading a lot with Bitcoin right now, right? And we have to take a look at the Bitcoin chart. And Bitcoin's it's going through a little bit of a doop-de-doo here. It's hitting like 7-hour RSI bands. I think it's gonna churn back. It could churn back higher, right? It could turn back up. Let's see what the markets are doing. The markets are down in the after hours. Probably more tariff, you know, scares, stuff like that. So more uncertainty. But yeah, regardless, right now, let's delete some stuff. Kind of clean up the chart a little bit. This is what I'm seeing for GameStop, right? We hit the big resistance area. Hit the big resistance. We tried to maintain above it, and then the sellers came in. And now I think we need another little low, and then into a dip buy in 27. Right. Well, you get on the smaller time frames, you could probably make your waves, right? The smaller wave counts, if you want to do that. So you need a 1, 2, probably need a 3, 4, and a 5 to really finish this up. So maybe tomorrow is another rough day. Tomorrow might be another one of those days. And if the market does that, then yeah, it's gonna be one of those days, but that's okay. I wouldn't be surprised if the market pulls back tomorrow on some Trump announcements or something like that, and that helps GameStop go even lower. But again, another dip buy setup in my opinion until you really get invalidated, and they should go up again. So for those of you who are pissed that this went up without you, you have another opportunity coming. Let's take a look here at the daily cycles and stuff like that. Make sure everything's kind of okay. It's kind of breaking here, right? A little bit. Or let's see here. Yeah, you could make the case that the daily cycle is trying to break down. Let's take a look at the weekly cycle. Weekly cycle, monthly cycle. I'm curious to see where this goes. Never. Oh, okay. Well, the monthly is right at resistance. This is the monthly cycle. This would be big if we were able to push higher by the end of the month, which is kind of like tomorrow. If we're able to do that, then this would be very bullish indeed, right? If you get a big green candle. I saw someone post historical charts, trying to compare it to now. It's just, you know, possible. And I'll get into some actually bullish indicators that I'm seeing here on Wave Edge, which is a separate indicator. Right here on the 15-minute, at the end of the day, I was seeing some buying coming in. We hit the order block on the 1 hour where we took it out. On the 4-hour time frame, no new signals really. And yeah, we broke the 4-hour cycle there. So this move is coming to an end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. This really looks like a 1, 2, like a 3-wave move up, just like, which is a bearish pattern. But I just want to see where the target would be at. Just curious to see where this would end up if this were a flat. Yeah, I mean, like, it kind of hit the sell area and went in, and this if you're bearish on GameStop, then this was like the day like to buy puts, right? Like this is where you would want to short, because again, the daily cycle, you have bullish divergence at the lows and you have no divergence at the highs, and you ended pretty, you know, kind of rough. Like this is a pretty nasty way to correct. Now I will remain bullish on GameStop if we can bounce back and take out the highs, and that would confirm like the impulse is off to the races. If you come down and you bounce and you make a lower high, then guys, like that is kind of like a sign that we need to take really seriously, because then a more bearish pattern is going to take place, and they're going to try and I'm not again, don't shoot the weatherman. I'm just trying to give options and possible scenarios here that they're going to try and push it up, which they did, and then they're going to try and send it back down, right? And that may be because Bitcoin's going to dump now or whatever, and oh my god, GameStop is they have 500 million in Bitcoin, then they're going to lose all their money because they invested in Bitcoin, this and that, right? So we don't really know. They don't know. Yeah. I won't get stopped. Yeah, okay. And we'll take a look at the other time frames too. So like the weekly right now, not looking too good. Obviously, big red candle, or purple. 4-day, 3-day, nothing really new coming into in terms of indicators. 4-hour, just looked at that. 1 hour, 2 hour. The 1 hour is a green cross. That's interesting. 45 minute has a couple green crosses as well. The 30 minute, a couple green crosses. The 50 minute, you saw some buying there on the 15. The 12, what was that? The 24. The 24 got some buying as well. The 12 minute, you got some little bit of buying as well. People are kind of buying into the dip. And then you get on the 6, the 5, you're starting to see lots of buying coming in. Right, this is a kind of like a good sign, especially on a big uptrend. You want the trend to continue. You want it to continue higher. 3 in the 1 minute. Right, you saw lots of big dip buys here, and you got a bounce, but ended up fading lower again today. So is it tomorrow going to be another day to fade, or is it are we going to bounce and go to new all-time highs? Right, is that the chart that we're looking at now? It's going to be interesting because the markets are kind of positioned in an interesting way now with this candle and all this stuff that's happening. Dollar is down a little bit. There you go. The USD, and again, I don't want to talk too much about other stuff, but to me, one of the most important charts is the USD JPY trade, which, guys, like I was looking for shorts on the USD JPY pair here, and we got a nasty rejection, and now we got this reset, right? We got this reset on the daily, and man, like this thing took off, and I thought we're gonna hit the short area, and we just ended early, which is again a bearish sign. It doesn't look good. Like, it's not a good look, and it looks to me like it's gonna do some sort of like waterfall sell-off into the bigger dip buy area, and that's a big deleveraging moment to in equities. So again, I don't know. This is just like broad market stuff. I'm just giving my take on it, and yeah. Anyways, we'll see what happens tomorrow in the markets, and we'll know if GameStop is gonna go into the dip buy area in reverse, or if it's going to go in and break, and we're gonna go to even lower levels, which we would hate. Okay, all right, peace.